So it's my turn. I get to drive in sport mode with this. Just launch it. Ooh, geez.
Yeah, that is weird to not have to turn the wheel 6 times. I was just driving my F350 yesterday, and you're just sitting there doing this.
Yeah.
All day long.
Bad, huh?
Yep.
Dude, it's pretty nice. I like it already.
Sorry, I'm just absorbing.
So
yeah, it's a lot to absorb.
you're high right now.
Oh, can you tell?
Well, yeah, like it's way up, and if that's how you, I mean, you can adjust it right here.
Yep, sure
Nice.
can.
So you would go to, let's say, we're leaving the driveway, you'd probably leave it in high, but
Yeah, you can move it to whatever you want, but you can just pick whatever.
You can run on low most
I
of the
like
time.
the wheels here. These
Yeah,
are
but
nice.
swipe over in the bottom. Won't it tell you how tall you are?
Oh yeah, on that part where it says like odometer and stuff, if you just swipe to the left.
Right here?
Yep. And then it tells you your clearance
right
and
here?
your height.
That's the height.
Oh,
So
so you're
if we
6'1"
go-
right now.
Yep.
Oh, dude, that's pretty cool.
Oh, wow. So it's showing the tunnel's open, so you can close that from here.
Yeah,
No,
actually
that-
it's closed right now.
Yeah,
it's
it's
kind of
closed.
confusing because it's like saying if you want to open the tunnel.
Oh,
Okay, it's not your
Oh yeah,
status.
yeah, it's just saying you. Yeah, so
Got it.
okay. If
So
you
these
push
are
it-
your, not your statuses, that's to open them.
So if you
Yes.
tap it, what does it change? Can I open it?
Yeah, it'll open.
Will it change the status right
I don't
here
know,
though?
Let's see.
Oh, it shows you.
Oh, you can pause it too.
So yeah, oh, that's cool. The graphics
yeah.
are phenomenal.
So you probably can.
Swing it back around and tap the driver's window a few times.
Do like 3 taps on it.
That's funny. All right, so how do I go into reverse?
So put your foot on the brake,
Yeah.
and then there's a little slider right to the left of that blue brake pedal up there, and just slide it backwards for a reverse.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's clever. So that's gas to brake. Yeah. Just in chill mode here.
Yep.
I get used to the pedal here.
You're good. The
Let's
back
turn.
wheels are turning. You can see it in the
Dude,
mirror.
this thing is turning.
It's turning sharp.
Isn't that cool?
That's super sharp.
Okay, so
you-
no brake.
Oh, you turned the wheel all the way around.
I did,
Yeah.
way too far.
And then
It doesn't take long to figure that out though.
Oh, you put it in park.
Yeah, you need to
tap
go
it,
up one more.
Just
Okay.
slide it. Oh, there. It did it
It
automatically.
actually it uses the cameras and decide it figures out where you want to go, forward or backward. Once you put the foot on the brake.
No kidding.
Look at the mirror.
Yeah, useless.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just, hey, we have to for rigs. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The quick steering is a big adjustment.
That's gonna take some getting used to.
Uh-huh, yep. Because I was like,
Your muscle memory's reaching for a.
Yeah, exactly. Then it shows you your blind spot when you have a turn signal on instead of the rear view.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Y does that now. I think when you change lanes, it does it.
That's interesting. It's just super intuitive.
I'm interested in seeing how sharp it'll turn the cul-de-sac.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to go down here. There's cars in it, so there'd be a
Yeah,
real
it'd be a test.
challenge.
It won't be.
These guys over here are like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get so many looks, it's ridiculous.
Spaceship.
All right, so let's try it here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, all right. That's kind of comical.
It is.
Like, I'm gonna legit
Wow.
make that.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty sharp. She doesn't know what to do. It's watch out for the spaceship.
You think it'll pick this person up?
Right. Need a hand.
I'm gonna drive by and see if it picks him up.
I think it will.
Think so?
Yep.
Yep.
They're up. There he is.
You gonna go to the cemetery? See if it sees anybody?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. It finds trash cans, but mailboxes, it's kind of like,
Yeah, I'm guessing it doesn't.
Yeah, the detection and the rendering and graphics are 2 separate things.
Yeah.
So they,
good point.
They
Yeah.
render what is important, I think.
Does it show them in full self-driving though?
Yeah.
Okay. So full self-driving is not available yet on this.
Got
so
it.
FSD will show all those things. It'll show curbs and everything.
I really went this way so I can see if it'll pick that person up. Now I'm kind of like, I'm kind of baked here.
Then you got another cul-de-sac.
All right, let's try it again. So that's max turn radius. It doesn't leave tire marks. That's one of the things that's impressive. You know, mostly
I thought it would.
trucks, yeah, because you're dragging the rear wheels. So it doesn't drag the rear wheels.
They're way down there. You're good.
Nice and smooth.
Dude, I can feel the difference already. I'm gonna be spoiled. I'm not gonna want to drive my Y anymore.
So I can hear something running. You here, just right there at that frequency, right?
Yeah, that'd be the
Right there.
motors. Yeah.
If I lift a tiny bit, don't hear it. I'll go a little bit more. Right here it comes. There.
It's probably the motors and the wheels, right?
Yeah, those are the electric motors.
It's like it's engaging only half the wheels until that throttle point.
And it's only when you accelerate, right?
Yeah, so now I'm going to pull out of the frequency. See how the frequency went away?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my race car driver coming
Yeah.
out.
Oh, that's good.
That's good to hear, though. Because
Just
you're
always
hearing
notice-
things that we don't hear.
You just notice frequency changes. So the different frequencies you can find in that pedal range right there, right? It's right around that 30-40% pedal range. And that tells you different things are working. So you can tell the steering has slowed down now
Yeah.
because the inputs and the sensitivity has gone down pretty dramatically, right? So that input earlier, that 1 degree, half degree. Oh, it didn't like him.
Well, he was also on the center line too.
Yeah, he was definitely on the center line.
It drives really smooth.
The
for being a
definition of the camera screen has improved dramatically over
Yeah,
the last
that's-
few years.
low. It's way clearer than mine too.
Yes, you can tell it's got more of a high def camera. Definitely have to adapt to not having a clicker.
There's no clicker yet.
But I think it's something you adapt to pretty quick because
You don't have to take your hand off the wheel, really. You can stay
Yes.
with a thumb.
I like that. I never liked when you go to change lanes how you have to take your hand off the wheel.
Can you tell that you're in chill mode? Have you driven a Tesla in chill mode, though?
Rarely.
Okay.
You can tell, yeah. Mine pretty much stayed in ludicrous.
Yeah.
But you can tell, like, as you're going over the bumps, just generally how soft it is.
The other drive mode on the way back. So
Okay.
You can see the difference.
You don't have to be stopped, do you?
We'll
No.
turn around right here.
Can you do it? Can you do it from right here?
Nope.
Gotta do it
I
now.
wish you could.
I know.
And then dynamics is the second one down.
Wow, this whole thing's different.
And then do sport.
This whole system's different.
Yeah.
See all them options?
Oh yeah, a lot of options. All right, so now we're in sport mode.
Yep. There are only 2 modes on this one.
Dude, it turns so sharp.
Yeah, that was a really clean turn. Oh yeah, it's definitely a little more pick me up. I didn't go flat right there, but I don't know. It's still earlier in the throttle, you can feel it more. I was just looking for the odometer.
It's probably
Yep.
3 weeks.
In 3 weeks.
You're loving this thing, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot
You
of
went
it-
somewhere more than North Carolina.
yeah. I did a couple trips up to San Antonio and.
So you like driving it?
My biggest thing with electric cars was never the environmental aspect. It was the ability to not stop at gas stations.
Oh really?
I just really had a disdain for the gas station experience. And kind of like the side effects that I really liked of it was the instant power, things of that nature that you get with an electric car.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with electric vehicles, how quiet they are.
Yeah.
It's just something so great about being in a car and having a quiet experience.
We test drove that one. That's the first thing you notice is how quiet it was.
Just, I don't know even how to explain that, but I think a lot of people associate driving with noise. Over time, I started to associate driving with no noise, and just the peace of that. In a chaotic life, just really enjoy that.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good observation.
Oh, it's just so smooth
It is very smooth. It's way smoother than I thought it would be.
for a truck. Usually, when you turn in to a corner with a truck, it does that body movement where
No, the rock.
it falls and then squats.
Yeah.
Like you can feel like this fall and squat in a normal truck, where this thing just, you could tell the way the suspension's tuned in it.
So it's my turn. I get to drive in sport mode with this. We're on some windy roads in the country. We're gonna go speed limit, maybe 5 over, I'm not sure. But see how this beast, non-cyber beast, does on these roads. Can we launch it?
Yeah.
No one behind us. Can you do foot end?
I don't think so.
No. So let's just launch it. Ooh, jeez.
That's a pretty gut punch.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. What do you think about the motor noise?
It's some motor, and I think it's some of the tire, or the knobby tires, but I think it's kind of cool. It's different. It's not a fake pumped in thing like Porsche does. It's actually pretty smooth at 5 over. You can feel the road for sure. Especially in the sport mode, you're lower. This is in low setting, so it's a better feel, a better handling. The wheel now is not as tight turning. You can actually move it quite a bit. This is like a little sports car. I could see someone putting some, maybe some 22s with some good, nice not off-road tires, but street tires on this. Slam it down and have a lot of fun. Very, very capable hauler of anything, and a fun little sports car all in one. You know, I gotta admit, I was wrong, and I can admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong to not like this at first. I was shocked at the simplistic design of it, but it wasn't fully baked, and what we saw was not what this is, really. This is very polished, for a truck that just came out. It doesn't feel as big as it is. On those turns, you'd feel, like you said, you'd feel like you'd be just rolling back and forth. It's actually holding a lot like a 7,000 pound sports car. But I mean, different than the Model S, the Plaid, or even the Model X. The Model X is kind of floaty a little bit more, but this actually handles pretty impressive.
You get enough communication through the steering?
Yes, you get. This has a better feel, even though it's electronic. You have a better feel of the steering, I think, than you do in the Model Y. Model Y kind of feels floaty, and you don't feel connected. The Model 3, I think, drives a little bit better as far as that goes between those two vehicles. But this, very good input, and a lot of regen too. I've noticed. I'm barely moving the pedal. It's not much at all. I haven't really floored it doing this stuff, so I'm barely pushing on it, but it's plenty of power. Let off just a little bit, you slow down just enough for a turn before the turn, power through the turn.
But here's the most important question. Is it fun?
A little bit. Just a scotch. Or a squircle.
Just a squircle.
See how it does on this bump? Wow. My Porsche, my teeth would come out.
Right.
I hit one time with that. Again, I'm not even flooring it. You don't need to. Plenty of power, 600 horsepower, and even though it's almost 7,000 pounds, nice tight turn there. This is even tighter up here. Yeah.
Feel it on that one?
Yeah.
Got a good fun factor.
It slides a little bit.
Yeah.
You can feel the roll of the tire. Yeah, you can definitely tell the knobby tires. You have less grip, but it makes it fun. And I can tell why you had some fun in the sand. I'd be doing the same thing. Joseph was telling me that we're in sport mode, and you can drive in sport mode all the time, but you do feel a little bit more bumps because it is in, it's firmer. But you can go to custom, and you can go to chill if you want to, but standard will give you the acceleration. Focused will give you the sport mode feel where it's tighter suspension. But if you go to relaxed, you have the speed, the power of standard, but the relaxed of the suspension. So you don't feel those bumps as much. So everyday going to work or something, you don't have to put it in chill mode if you want that power. You know, someone's in your way, it's got the power. You don't have that in the chill mode. But I mean, the chill was pretty good, but it'll absorb those bumps and just go right through them. But then when you get off into the country roads as you're going home, you put it into focus, and then you're having fun. You come home with a smile. Everyone's happy. So the driving dynamics on the highway. We did this in the country a little bit, but now driving on the highway, we're driving down to Charlotte. We're gonna go to the Tesla stores. This is the first time driving it on the highway. We're doing 70, 75, 60, a little bit of traffic, but no autopilot yet. It is just cruise control, traffic aware cruise control. And you can see people coming around us here, just trying to get pictures. You pretty much just have to stay in your lane and let the people take the pictures because they haven't seen this thing before. But the driving characteristics of this, it's very, very good. It's easy to drive. The steer by wire makes it so those slight movements that you would change lanes if you're in a parking lot is actually extended. So it's hard to explain, but it's a very smooth ride, smooth driving with the steering wheel. And even without autopilot, if you just rest your hands here, it's very, very comfortable. It's a little different seating position, even more than the Model X. I've noticed that it would take probably a little bit of time to get used to where you're going to be comfortable. And unfortunately, he has to drive home, so I can't have this for a couple weeks, but hopefully I'll get mine in a couple weeks and I can have my own seating position. But I'm actually very, very impressed with this whole thing, this whole process. I've learned to like this Cybertruck even more, and that's what we've noticed when we're talking to other people is it's weird on paper, it's weird at first, but then they start learning about it and understanding it and seeing it in person, and it's the next car that they're gonna get. It really is.
It's crazy.
And it turns sharp.
Yeah. It's teeny tiny movements. That's awesome.
It takes a minute to get used to how long this dash is.
Yeah, but the bumper's not far from there.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it's like driving one of those Land Cruisers from Star Wars.
Yep. Yeah, that is weird to not have to turn the wheel 6 times. I was just driving my F350 yesterday, and you're just sitting there doing this all day long, trying to get out of a parking lot. This is so smooth. Are we in chill? Yeah, we're in chill. It doesn't take as long as you'd think, though, to get used to that steering.
Yeah.
So natural feeling.
Yeah. That was my worry. I watched a lot of the videos on Lexus's drive-by-wire vehicle that they have.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody was talking about how hard it is to get used to. And
well, maybe if Lexus does it, when Tesla does it, it's done right.
Right, exactly. Actually, it was the diesel guys trying to hold it like this. I'm like, that just doesn't even make sense to me. Like,
it's not bad that way.
Yeah, I can't.
It steers a little too fast, but on the highway, it doesn't steer as fast, so it's not so bad on there.
Man, this back seat is comfy.
Yeah, I sat back
here. You're back all the way for you, and I still have plenty of room.
Back all the way? Now I'm back all the way.
Yeah, that's good. Plenty of room.
Oh no, I actually went back just a little bit more.
This is definitely the best driving truck that I've ever driven. I don't like driving trucks, and I've got a lot of trucks for the business.
Yeah.
So anytime we go anywhere, I'm like, all right, I get my brother, an employee, to drive me around because I just hate driving trucks. Let's see what this is like to pull into a parking spot. Can we do it like a car?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You turn way faster than you think you do.
That's
And
crazy.
you can push the camera button on the steering wheel, and then it'll give you your front view camera.
Front camera.
That's awesome.
You
Look
see
at that
some
parking job.
looky-loos over there.